Good morning. Oh, my hair looks strange, like a Victorian lady. I think that's good. Sometimes you miss the mirror, so now I look presentable, hopefully. So I would just say I have made a lot of preparation for some of my next live stream. I know I promised I would have been live streamed sooner, but I had a lot of street work to do, and I have also been attending to church charity, and I have been, as you all know, I have collected and sold some of my napkins. It didn't go as well as I actually hoped it would, but I managed to collect and give to mothers for Christmas help and gathered about 3,500 Denmark in all. And I have already sort of shared out. So I also have a thank you for all of you who shared with me and helped me to reach my goal. Um, I know a lot of you are. Hello, Joey, lovely lady. And thank you so much for posting in our group, Catherine's Crafty Kitchen. I don't know how many people actually see it, but I'm happy we have it as our own little group where we can post and share some crafts. And yeah, I got some very new Christmas things been out, and I have been sharing out some of my donated money and what I have made for my paper and the napkins. Not much sold, so I might go on a sale later. But I am going to wait with it because I know a lot of you other lovely ladies have your what you call it, auctions and live streaming. So I have put my live streaming a little bit on hold so I don't disturb, and hope, of course, that the donation and the auctions are, helping these people. They are going to help. It is so sad when we live. My heart is with Rain Girl and all the other of our friends. Oh, you do. Okay, thank you, Joey. Yeah, but there are some people who complain and actually mailed me because they were sort of feeling that I took their viewers, and I don't know. But I will, of course, start now to sort of check the time. So I sort of, you know, try to avoid it. And other ways, people can, as I told this person in a mail, I told her, you know what, for me, you are free. If you rather want to watch the other one, feel free to do it. So yeah, I have managed to make my kitty scratch pole. As you saw, I post pictures of her unicorn. I was a little scared in the beginning because she looked at it very, very suspicious. I mean, and finally she sort of accepted that it was colorful, and now she's really loving it, and every morning she's actually using it instead of the bed legs. I have a tall bed, and she normally started to use these for scratching pole. So yeah, and I thank you so much for want to see my live streams. It warmed my heart, and a lot of people. Um, I know this is maybe early for a lot of people here. So, but I also have another thing uh, to mention. It is that I have been out and I have made what we are calling in Denmark a foredrag, a speak up. Um, so yeah, I hope they will look at the replay, because this is actually, as you can see, the time here in Denmark is 13 26. So it is early afternoon here in Denmark, and it is okay, Joey. Don't be sorry. Of course you have. It has been wonderful for you to come and say hey, love you, and please take care. It has been wonderful. Yeah. So, and I'll sort of leave a message. Bye, Joey. Yeah. And thank you for the thumbs up. Um, I'm speaking here for myself now, and it is joyful. Um, I will go on later today. The reason I have also not been able to go live streaming is I haven't been home much, and I had my home with people that needed shelter because here in Denmark it has been very, very cold and rainy. And I have sort of entertained people by using my computer as a movie screen, for some who needed shelter. And I only have one computer. Um, I have been out shopping for Pepernødder and for Kleiner. I have been sort of making preparation for what I am going to show you girls, and some craft, of course. And we are going to make some recycled things, and it will be different time sets when I go on live streaming. It was so grateful to have Joey just say hello. Hello and good morning, Troll Girls Art. So pleased to see you. You are there from Finland. Sana, I remember. Welcome to. I am doing great. Busy. It has been rainy, cold, so I have been out a lot to share out some sleeping bags and waterproof shelters for some of the young kids. We have about 50 young children that actually is homeless in Copenhagen now, and they're from age 11 to 16, and they are sort of kicked out from the parents, so they're homeless. And we older are sort of, we have made like a guard watch. Yes, so we switch to go out and make sure they're safe and they're warm and they're fed, that we sort of can give them some food. And some of them we are I know it's the providing for shelter for them. So I have been a little busy. So, and I have been shopping for the things I promised to show in my live stream. There has been a lot of live streaming going on with auction and stuff like that. Not yet, Senna, not yet. But the weather says that next week we are going to have snowfall and the temperature is going to drop to -degrees. But the problem now in Denmark, it is raining and it is constant rain, and we have about 3 degrees here. So it is cold, windy, and wet. And it is almost hopeless to keep anything dry outside. So, and I am a person who consider no, no, Senate, there is no, because it is illegal now in Denmark, and they're trying to sort of say that Copenhagen, Denmark, we don't have homeless, so they remove every chance because they want people to find to get a job and get a home. So it is actually illegal to be homeless, and it is not meant for people to support them. Even that is illegal now because they don't want the problem to exist. So they started up to remove all shelters, and they have sort of made sure that nobody can camp anywhere. They are closing down everything. And if they are also started to do that, that whenever they find a homeless, they get a fine, and then they are told to leave the city. They are not allowed to walk around in the city if you're homeless. So that you are getting arrested and put in jail, or you are being driven out of town. And this is how it's go here in Denmark, and sadly everywhere now. So we are sort of starting to see if we can make some private shelters. So it is private funded. So the children and young people have, yeah, a place to come. And I feel sorry for the kids too. I mean, what parents kick your kid out? I mean, and it is not, it is kids, no matter what color they have. I don't like kids on the streets. So, yeah, but we will make sure they're going to have a great Christmas with great food. And we have talked about with the church, we are trying to see if we can provide shelter for them. So, and how are you, Sana? I hope you're doing good too. And I don't hope Finland is like Denmark. I hope you people has a little better way. And a little fun. I heard that the American president said that you people in Finland are collecting all the leaves from the forest to avoid forest fires. Um, isn't that a hard job? I mean, we don't do that in Denmark, I want to say. So, yeah. But what are we going to do today? Yeah, so me too. Yeah, and you know what? As long as you have a roof over your head and food in the fridge and everything is good and you have clothes, warm clothes. And I have that, so I am doing good. Um and I do have my 3 decent meals, and I even have a good cup of coffee. Yeah. So, and I have been very busy. Um, yeah, I have been buying and crocheting. Oh, thank you. It is Sana, right? Yes. Yeah. Thank you, Sana. And I like what you're doing. I am knitting. I can actually knit a little bit now. So this is for summer. As you can see, I got some sheep here. Um, so this is a pre-taste of, and I have tried to knit a little bit on my socks, but it's not easy with that shoulder of mine, but I will do. Um, the plan is we are going to have some Christmas cooking and show you how to make pepernødder and kleine and some Danish Christmas gifts. What we are going to do is we are going to recycle some of my old underwear. I have been out doing some things, and I have been making some Christmas baskets. Yeah, and I will do that. Yes, me too. It is okay, Sana. It is early, and you girls have work to do. So have a great day, please, and thank you for coming by and say hi. Thank you. So yeah, thank you, Sana. I am just trying to put on that I am live streaming, so sorry if I'm just silent a little bit. I know it is early. Just wanted to say good morning and start up to do a little recycling crafts. So I am just posting something. So yeah, I hope you will bear with me. Um, hello, so wonderful. I have been making surprises today. So, and I'm so sorry I have been out. Um, I think, oh, you up early this morning? Yeah, oh my goodness, yes, you must be a Saturday morning. Oh, it is early. And I have to sort of because today I have taken the day off from the street. Um, because it's simply too cold. and I have provided some. Thanks to you girls, I have been able to put up a lot of warm clothes, and I have 3 happy young mothers. Oh, good morning, my dear Elizabeth Brewer. Thank you so much, my soul sister, to make me a unicorn. I was so happy. So it was oh joyful. So and my messenger didn't want to let me answer. So I will of course write to you girls. So wonderful. I loved your unicorn tree. I have been trying to make my kitty a unicorn scratch pole. Um, and I have crocheted, and I have been sort of crocheting a new rope in colors. Oh, thank you, Soto. Yeah, I just had a very hot shower and a good cup of coffee and some oatmeal. Uh, so, and I had a decent night's sleep. Normally, I'm out in the night, but today it's my free day, so I am going to craft for you because I promised I will show you something. And I really love these. I got from wonderful Kathleen. And I know Elizabeth, soul sister, didn't you get one too from Kathleen of these wonderful? As you can see, I can almost lift my arm, but not more than this. But like this, I can better show you these wonderful. I mean, they are warm, they're cozy, and I really like them. Um, so I think I don't know. Have you seen the post I did in the unicorn group? Oh, thank you, Elizabeth. Yes, I love that kind too because it's nothing that is too tight. And I don't care I am choppy or what I am because I'm happy the way I am, and I am not going to starve myself just because people say so. Um and when you get medication and stuff like that, you do puff up. And it's just, I keep saying we have to be chubby. I mean, we have something to take off. Oh yes, yes. There. You know what? They're for our private vision. So me too, Elizabeth. And I have a lot of love here, and that's okay for me. So yeah. Um I love my here today. Uh I was actually we are going to make a horse head because I will show you. try to stay on what I am going to do. Here it is. See? The unicorn pole I made for my kitty. The unicorn, this is a very lightweight. I found out it's a cardboard, thick cardboard tube. Yes, I have been very busy. This is actually crocheted fabric strips I show in the last video, and I even gave her some. There's a little glitter, unicorn kisses onto it. So it is very beautiful, and it is like a rainbow. And what I'm going to do today, we are going to make a unicorn head because I have seen that. So I have been, thinking about how to make like a unicorn head. Oh, yes, she is, Elizabeth. Uh, she's already now started to sort of using this instead of I have a tall bed like this. She started to use the legs on my bed, but now she has a very fine one. And I have sort of stopped it up with loose paper to make it a little more heavier, and down here where I have put it in, I have sort of made a round wood disc that I have popped into it because the old one didn't function. So I sort of have to strip all the old material off. And then I simply took some old bed sheet and stripped it out and put around before I sort of hot glued the strings on. It took me about 4.5 hours. So I told my kitty she has to like it because I really did put my soul into this. And then I have simply made like so it can be fastened to a wood board, and it has got some old carpet onto it, but I have found some very lovely fake fur that I want to like a grass color to put down here. So what we are going to do now is to make the unicorn. Um, I actually saw it like somebody has made it with a kitty head, and I was thinking, you know what? I will try to make it with a unicorn. So what we are going to do today is we are going to make a stuffed unicorn head. And thank you to you. Hello, Miss Kitty. Good to see you. So I better put that back to her because she looked very suspicious when I took it off out of her room. So, and I do have a very privileged kitty that has her own room. Um, so it was a little hard to stretch and smooth that on. So we are going to make a unicorn head today. So I'll take it back inside. It is not heavy, thank you for because it is cardboard. As you can see, I simply screwed it in here. Put a wood disc into it. Or you can also use an ordinary wooden pole if you have that. So, oh, and as you can see, I have an old, very worn out fleece sweater that is absolutely, see, I can almost move my arm. So happy. So this is going to die and be recycled because it is going to be the head of the unicorn. And I was actually thinking because I might almost have the shape, if you imagine here, if I sort of cut it down here, make it around here, and sort of cut out the head of the unicorn and use like this because it has its snout down like this and sort of around it like this. So let's see if we can do that. And then I simply have some other old fleece that I simply is going to cut up. Oh, you see that unicorn? Thank you, Soto. Yes. And we are cutting like this. And now we have the front, and then we are cutting down here, hopefully, like this. Thank you, Soto. And as you can see here, we got it. The unicorn like this. So you know what? That's the beneficent you can see when you sort of look at it and you can actually see it. So here it is. Yes. And it has a very good nose. So what we are going to do now is to stitch it up, and we are using some crochet yarn. Yeah, we can do that, but by hand, yes, because some people don't have a sewing machine. So I will show you how to do it by hand. And if I just need my crochet yarn, because this is a very loose here. I have some very thin crochet yarn. It is also strong yarn. Hello, Katie. Okay, yes, we know that. He is such a wonderful young man. Yeah. So, and as you can see, Katie, I made this rainbow pole for my kitty, and now I am going to make a unicorn head for it. I have simply recycled my old sweater, and as you can see, I'm actually using the sleeves as its snout. So let's see. And we might need to get it a little bit up here. So, and give it a little more shape under its here. As you can see now, it is more likely, yes, like this. Yep, a long nose. So what we are actually doing, we are using these madras stitches where you simply go down like this and up in the back. You can also use tiny running stitches like this, up and down, but with small stitches, and just tied it up very firmly, where you simply just make it like this. And then you simply secure it a little bit here. Hello, Janet, and good morning. So we are simply going to make it. Hope you are all doing good this morning. So it is so good to see you. Like this. So what are you going to? You are preparing for snowstorm in New York? Oh my goodness. We have sort of rainstorm here. It is wet, cold. Oh, yeah, Katie, you want to make one for Garfield? Garfield is going to love it. He is going to love it, I'm sure. And it is recycling. I mean, you don't have to. I went out um, because she really needed a new one. The old one was totally scratched up. And you know the price they demanded for one of these? It was horrible. I mean, here in Denmark, for a pole like that, also made of cardboard, is about 700 Danish kroner, and that is more than $100 for one like this. And I think that's a little too expensive for, I mean, something my kitty just has to scratch on. So, and I just did that one now here. So as you can see, we are going to have the head, the snout out of the sleeve. And what we are going to do is to stitch it down here like this, also with these running stitches, with small stitches, small running stitches. You're simply stitching it down. And this is going to be a white unicorn. And we are also, of course, going to give her a mane, but I think I am going to put it on afterwards. I will show you. And what we are simply using as a filling is the rest of my worn out wool fleece uh, underwear, or what do you call it? Um, so, and get it recycled because I have just got some new fabric fleece to make some new. And I was thinking about myself to sort of motivate myself to, sort of, it is dead now, but then you wash it and put it back in your closet and you put it on and you keep saying to yourself, I can use it one more time, and it is sort of losing its isolation of heat. So, but now it is actually going to be recycled. And I am actually trying to see if you can make like um you know no waste. I mean, see if I can recycle as much as possible. And as you can see now, we actually have the shape of the head of the unicorn. We are going to leave that open because we will need a circle in the end here, and then I will cut a cardboard circle to stabilize it a little bit when we have to hot glue it on to the top. What we are going to do now is I need some ears, and I saw Elizabeth Brewer, my soul sister, how she cut some of these beautiful ears. Let's see if we can do like she did, cut some ears like this. Um, and now I need to remember, did she make them with doubled? Like this? It will fall down. They need to be double like this. And I think we are going to take to sort of, yeah, using the stitch it together. We need two pairs. Let's see if we can cut some more here. And what we're actually going to do is take the rest of the... Yeah, let's do that. Great idea. I do have some pink. Yep. I know I have a pink one too. Let's go and see if I can find some pink. Yes, just a minute. I'll be there. Let's see if we can find the pink one. Here it is. I found some pink. Oh, yes. It needs some contrast. Let's have a look. If we are doing like this, I need to... like this. And I am going to stitch it on. It doesn't matter. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect in that way that, you are sort of, it has to be 2 inches. And I mean, no, 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 no. just use your heart. I mean, just cut it up, find the unicorn, and simply work your way out from where you do it. And I took a very large needle here because this is how it is going to be. So a long snip here. And what we are actually going to do is, I think I'm securing it like this, just with running stitches, like this. And it's making it also a little rustic and beautiful in my world. And it is a great way if you have some old fleece underwear. And it is clean. I washed it. So, and the best part is that for my kitty, it's smells of me, as she says. Then I have simply running stitches around there, and I think I'm doing it the same to keep them together like this. Of course, if you are more like a perfect, I mean, one of these that are going to have everything has to be perfect and you suffer from some sort of OCD or something, you can, of course, do that. But I like spontaneous, find the unicorn in an old sweater kind of style. Um, and sometimes, I mean, I love that Christmas tree. That I hope you have seen Lizzie's unicorn Christmas tree cone. So beautiful. I mean, and here's the one ear like this. And as you can see, it's go pretty fast like this. Thank you, Soto. So, and I also have been out shopping to make sure we have for our Christmas cookies. So hopefully later tonight, when I have done my dishes, I do have a messy kitchen because I have been out cooking soup for the street kids, as we call them. And I have also, Soto, a special thank you for all of you because I was actually able to, for the sale of paper and stuff like that, and put a little extra, been out there and make some donations. And another mother that is living in a old container shelter has got a very nice food basket, and I also gave her a gift card to one of the stores where so she could buy milk and food for her child. So now I got the ears here. And let's see if we can find this unicorn here. And it was me that I am so happy. Katie, Janet, Otto, my precious Lizzie, Elizabeth with me. Oh, I have missed you, my dear. Oh, I have really, and I love you. So now we are going to find out. Hello, Diana. Oh, welcome to. Good to see you. And we are going to do like this to see where are we going to put his ears around here. So good to see you. So what we are actually going to do, we are cutting a little like this and fold it up and see if you can cut a strip more here. And the reason, and sort of, yeah, it's perfect. You're welcome. We are making a unicorn head here. And what we are going to do now is, as you can see, I make a hole here, sort of put the ears through like this and fold it out like this. So you have it inside here. And I have made a lot of these stick horses where you make horse heads and put it on a stick, and sometimes I also make them where I put a little wheel in the end of the stick, and we sort of call them running horses. So, and we are stitching like this firmly. And of course, if it has to be a child's toy or something, it has to be very, more secure, but this is for my kitty. On top of her scratch bowl I made for her. And as you can see, now you got one ear like this here. So now we are taking the other ear, and remember to put it like this. Yeah, so what we are going to do now is putting it in here. And stitching it again. Here. So oh, thank you, Soto. Yeah. So we are recycling, as Soto says, an old shirt into this. So and you can easily use, old clothes. Nothing says it has to be expensive new fabric materials. Use what you have. Recycle and make something beautiful out of something that you normally would put in the trash. So and here we have it, the other ear, like this. And let's see if we can see the shape of her. And as filling, I simply take, see, the rest of the t-shirts, and I have a couple more of these. So let's just cut it up roughly. And simply because it is soft fleece, you actually simply just cut it up like this and use it as the stuffing for the head, like this. So let's cut up. Of course, if you have an old sofa pillow, or you can use that cushion, or with fiber cut into it, you can use that. So it is the nose, and I can see I need a lot of more of this. So good morning, Kathleen. So good to see you. I know it is very early for some of you girls, but I have missed being live streaming, and I have promised to show you how I make a unicorn head out of my old sweater here. And what I'm actually doing now, hello, good morning, Kansas. Yeah, he is taking shape now, as you can see. And I just need to pick out one more sweater, I think. There goes a lot of stuffing into it, but as you can see, the shape is coming. Oh, that's okay, Diana. You go and get some breakfast. And thank you for popping by and say good morning. So you can also use, if you have, no, I'm not sure, but we can take a tour after this. Thank you. Yes, you too, Diana. Yes, he does, Kansas. Then he's going to have his horn. And I am saving some of this for his horn because what I already have is when I get, sort of leftovers of fabric and stuff like that, I simply cut it into, as you can see. So yes, you have a great day, and as you can see here, and I have already prepared some filling or stuffing. I'll show you. This is, as you can see, this is a heavy duty. I regret it, but I just ripped it apart here. But as you can see, what it actually is this is sort of cut up old clothes, fabric, leftovers of all kinds. Oh, thank you, Kathleen. I love that print on me too. I love it very much. So, what we are going to do, it is simply old clothes, stockings that has been shredded into nice pillow animal stuffing. As you can see, this is an entire windows cut. And it is sometimes very relaxing just to sit and cut things. And it also helps if you have a friend with a shredder, a fabric shredder. So you simply just take all your crap and get it shredded into filling, or as we call it, stuffing. And this is sort of also, yes, I am a cutter. Hello, Deborah. And here we go. Here we have it. Here's the head of the unicorn. It is a little misshapen, but here we are. Hello, Kristen. Kirsten, it is Kirsten, yes. And we might need some for the horn too. And as you can see, I just ripped a big hole into this, so I'll try to put it over here. It is a heavy damn thing. I didn't expect that. But you know, when things is on the floor, you don't expect it to have a heavy weight. And now I need some cardboard, so please stay on to me. I need to find some cardboard. And we got some pizza cardboard. Here. And I found a old container like this. And simply cutting like this, and I have my paper down here. And what we are going to do now is placing this cardboard down here and simply stitch it like this here. So we actually close it up like this. And what we are doing is take it like this and running stitches with big stitches all around here. An inch down. and simply pull it tight like this. And this was not very strong crochet yarn, I can assure you. It is so good to see you, Kansas and Kirsten and Deborah, all of you wonderful people, early morning people. So here we are. Are you ready? And voila. As you can see, we now have the head of a horse with a very long snout. Maybe a little too long, but it's okay. So what we need now is to give it its horn, and then we need to give it some eyes and some nostril like this. But let's see if we can fix. And as you can see, I cut it. This is actually the sleeve of the sweater, and this is the shoulder. I simply just cut down like this and made it like this. And yeah, and we have her here. So now we are going to make a horn. And thank you. Thank you, Deborah. And let's see if we can give her. I think I'm better for making like a cone. I don't know. Now I need to remember how you, Elizabeth, used make. Oh, the horn. Yeah, I think we start to. Oh, I am not thinking that, my wonderful Elizabeth. Have a look. See? I know you're not, and I know you are busy for your auction tonight, and I hope I can join you tonight because I have actually taken this day off. So now I just need to remember how you did your unicorn horn for your, when you made this beautiful tree of yours. Thank you, Elizabeth. So now we need to put her horn onto her. So, and I'm trying to figure out how to do it. Ah, yeah. See, I sort of think about like this. Yes, with a pencil. And please watch. No, I don't dare to unwrap it, but Elizabeth is showing how she's rubbing it on a pencil like this here. So, and then we are going to put some gold around it. Yes, afterwards. Thank you. So, and then we have it like this. Maybe it's a little too long, so like this. And we are simply stitching it on here into her forehead. And then I will post a photo of her in our unicorn group. But Elizabeth, can you post the time of your auction tonight? Elizabeth, our Lizzie has an auction tonight. And as you can see, I'm putting on her horn. That is good. And I hopefully know all of you know Elizabeth's channel, a wonderful Lizzie's channel. Otherwise, we are going to put a link to Elizabeth's channel so you can all see how gorgeous things she's making. And then you're simply, as I saw, we are going to make like this around the horn to sort of give it the structure. And here we go. Voila! Yeah, so yeah, please come. This is Elizabeth's channel. Oh, thank you. Yes. So, and I did have a master, see, a unicorn master. We just need to here. Oh, thank you. So, yeah, I actually consider to make it like this, on top of my head like this. Thank you. So we'll need some gold and decorations, and now we need it to have some beautiful eyes like this and some nostrils and so and we are going to hot glue them. I actually found some. Oh, thank you, Elizabeth. Yeah, my halo. Oh, I love you. So let's find some eyes for him. And I think he needs some beautiful. But now he's white. Oh, thank you, Bubblewiz. Thank you. And thank you, Kathleen. So now we need to, and I think it has to be black. Or can it? No, we want to make them pink. I think he's going to have some pink. Oh, so you're welcome. Like this. Or is it more, yeah, like this? Here we are. Yep, he's going to look good. And he will, of course, need a mane too. So we are going to look for some mane for him. And we are simply, I'm stitching, using little throw stitches like this to put on his nostrils. And of course, this is for decoration. This is not for, yes, it is Scandinavian. I am from Denmark. So, so you're right about that. Hi. Hello, Chopper. Oh, yeah, I think this is Chopper that just come with cakes. Oh no. Hey, Teresa. Hey, Chopper City. It is cold and wet, and he bring cake. Yes, cake is always good. Er hun derinde? Hun har været lidt sådan øve på mig. So, oh yes, I will do that. So we can see it is a very big cake. And it's from a very, very fine cake shop. Oh, have a look at this. It's a Danish. Oh, that I wish I could sort of share for you guys. Look wonderful. Yes. So we are going to have some. I am going to show you, Elizabeth, how to make Danish. Yeah, how to stuff it through the internet. That could be fun. Yes. Oh, that could be so great. I mean, we could sort of share with each other and yeah. So yeah. I love you. Yeah, we keep stuffing cake. That was the nostrils. Uh, now we need some beautiful eyes for her. Or him. So I think I got some beautiful eyes. Let's have a look. So just a minute. Yep. So oh no, oh yes. That is good. I'll be back. I just need to look for some eyes here. Yeah. And I got them over, of course, another place. Jeg fik selvfølgelig lige, jeg skulle have det der. Jeg havde ikke regnet med, at vi havde
في أبلك سيبريو.
Nyd dem. Nyd dem. So, yeah, and I got all these beautiful eyes. So, we need, I think he's going to have, skidt med det. Bare du ikke kommer til skade. So, how about giving him green eyes, maybe? And what do you think? The green? I know it's, or does it more look like reptile eyes? Or the pink one? Like this? These maybe? Are we going to give him pink eyes? Or green? No. Pink. Yes, pink it is. And you say green? And purple. We are giving the pink. Very cool eyes. You can't buy them anymore, actually. Yes, she will. Yes. How about it? Of course, she's going to have eyelashes. Yes, she is. So I just need to find some black felt. Yeah. So she is going to have, but I don't have some black felt in close to me. So yes, and she is going to have a mane. So I am going to chase some of my yarn and fiber, and she's going to have some gold on top of her, and maybe she will need like a mouth like this. Oh yes, she could, Lizzie. I mean, this is so beautiful what Lizzie is making. I mean, she is, I mean, a master of Christmas decorations. She for sure is. So let's see if we can get some for the mane. And we can actually use this here as a Oh yeah. So now this is clean cardboard. So you know what? I already have 2 plates. That's also when you need some. Recycled plate. Take some clean cardboard. So Chopper asked for cake. I'll see Chopper. So, we better taste. I'll taste for you girls, right? Look how delicious it is. It is a real Danish with chocolate and marzipan and raisins. You would like a piece with a lot of toppings? And I have actually promised to show you how to bake these. Hvad søger du, skat? So, oh, that is good. Yeah, and Chopper just brought me coffee. Mm. Did I say hey to you, Teresa? I hope so. I'm happy to see you. I hope I didn't forget you. Oh, sorry. Oh, yes, she is. Mm. Absolutely a keeper. So, jeg tror, vi skal have skiftet den pose der. So, what we need now is to find some yarn. So, what you go say, I keep a break now. So, because it's early, and I'll come back on later. Oh, thank you, Bubble Mace. And I'll show you the progress of my unicorn in a couple hours. And you're welcome. Thank you for you girls coming and say hey and join me. And as you can see, now my old shirt that once upon a time hang on this, newly washed but absolutely worn out, is right here. So thank you, Kathleen. So good to see you. I love it. I love it. So, Kathleen, before we go, how are you, little fur baby? Is he okay? So, I hope he's doing okay. I have been thinking a lot about you. So, and thank you. Oh, that I am so pleased to hear that the med is helping him. So, yes, so happy. And thank you for joining me so early in the morning. Thank you. So, oh, you missed it, Kitty. Yes. And, yeah. So, I promise this time we'll see you later. So, bye, Chopper. Please stay safe. And he's waving. Yes, with his coffee. I made it out of a pencil, and I simply did like Lizzie. It is actually made out of fabric. Like this big piece, I simply, like Elizabeth did, a pencil. I don't have a pencil, but she took it like this and rolled like this. But here I took a big piece and like a cone and rolled it like in a cone shape and stitched it on and simply curled it up like this. As you can see, I folded it into a cone and simply rolled it tight, stitched it on, and took a string and wrapped it and tied it up like this. So, and now he needs the gold, and I am going to find this fiber, colorful fiber. I have still more of these fabric strips of sari, you know, like this, the stuff I crochet the rope with for the pole. So yes, but I hope we see you later, girls, and please thank you for coming by. I have missed you, and thank you so much. I will put unicorn. Good morning, and unicorn. Yeah, I'll come back on later. Jabba says he's going out to take the night watch. So, bye for now. Love you. Yes. Bye, Jabba. Yes, a colored yarn. And I love you so much, Elizabeth. See you. Bye. Kansas, love you. See you later. Bye bye, lovely ones. Oh, I love you so much, girls. Thank you. See you later.